Yeah. I already to a Secretary of the Interior called special election. You have a form in which you identify how you want, whether you want A, whether you want B, and you have to private member vote. So, I mean, there are options out there that you can use to change that. I want to touch real quick on a couple of things. Going back to the Interior, Secretary Zinke, as Kay has said, is really looking at making tribes into corporations. Currently, they have a contender for the Assistant Secretary of Interior, who is from Alaska, the name of Kara Sweet, and she was the Vice President of Arkansas Regional Corporation. And all they do is drill for oil and find as many natural resources as they can. They're looking at not only taking and drilling in federal lands, but they're also looking at how they can take the minerals and whatever there is for private lands. So it's really important as we go along to ensure that whether it's a treaty council or the private council is to do, whether it's a letter, a motion, or a resolution in opposition. I mean, we should oppose the appointment of Kara Sweet because the fact is we know that they're not going just for our land, but for what's in our land. They have a new person by the name of Dr. Galvin Clarkson, who's the Deputy Assistant Secretary of Indian Affairs. Actually, Dr. Clarkson basically found out that an Indian a few years ago when he graduated from Harvard Law School and was with natives there. One of the things the Rocky Mountain Tribal Leaders Council came out and did is they actually came out with a resolution in which they opposed Kara Sweet, and they supported an individual named John Casada, thinking that at least we're going to have somebody there to have our backs. And that's something the Treaty Council should think of. A couple of quick things. We were talking about, what Interior does. National monuments. You heard them talk about Thursday where they're going to be planted. Well, Thursday, the Interior is going to come up with a report. And what that report's going to say is that the process was flawed, and therefore the Bears Year's National Monument is going to be reduced. It's going to end up in court. They also had a review on reorganization of the Bureau of Indian Affairs. They said that they're going to get work with tribes. They went out and they went and had some consultation. And what happened was, prior to the consultation being finished, they got rid of 5 of the main people up there in the Interior. What Gabe's saying about the budget is very true. I am a lobbyist for the Rosebud Sioux Tribe, and I deal with our congressional people every day, and I'm also the executive director of POL. So it gives me the opportunity to deal with the senators and congress people from Arizona, New Mexico, South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, Washington. So I get to knock on their doors. One of the things they told us is that the president's budget isn't going to fly. So, and these are Republicans and Democrats. So what I would throw out to individuals is that you identify your needs specifically in dollars amount, and you ensure that those needs are sent to your congressional delegation so they know the numbers that you want, the numbers that we need to keep. And you keep on knocking on the door, and you make sure that when it comes time for the budget, that those numbers are there. And like I said, I've talked to a number of the Senate and House people, and each and every one of them has basically said that as far as when it comes to Indian country, they are not going to go with the president's budget recommendation. The other thing I heard talked about a little bit was voting. Now, I'm the executive director of Board of Directions. I work with Jackson County when we sued for a satellite office over in Long Lake. Worked with Pine Ridge when we sued for a satellite office over there. Worked with Montana tribes when we sued for satellite offices over there. We're getting ready, working with Chairman Sasu, probably filing another lawsuit in Buffalo County. And the reason that this is important, we talk about our congressional delegation that's in DC. Over and over, we see people elected that with the amount of people that the tribes have in South Dakota could make a difference. If you remember back in 2002, it was the Pine Ridge and Rosebud Sioux tribe that came in the last minute that got Senator Johnson elected by 524 votes. And now what we're seeing is voter turnout in the 30 to 39%. There is no way that a tribe or tribal members are going to make a difference in the Congress if they don't speak up. And the way you speak up is through that vote. Now, I know some people don't want to do that, and I have no problem with it. What I'm saying is that if you don't like what the Public Utilities Commission did on the KXL, then you should have voted for in the last election we had in the front. If you don't like what the Secretary of State is doing, you should have voted. There are so many things in tribal government, county government, school boards that we are not involved in, and therefore we don't have a say so. So, I guess in ending, what I would like to ask you is really consider whether or not you really want to make that change, and you make that change by becoming involved. And you're here because you're involved. But there's other ways to do it. There's other ways to make change. And what it comes down to is you taking the time to do it. So I really appreciate the Treaty Council for inviting me, and I hope that I was able to give you some information you can use. And you all have a good day. Thank you.
We're running out of time really fast.